Czechs Inc. at the Miss Czech-Slovak U.S. pageant in Wilmer, Nebraska on August 6th and 7th. Please welcome Miss Cecilia Minchow. Cecilia, on behalf of the Nebraska Czechs Inc., we thank you for what you have done to promote, celebrate, and preserve the Czech-Slovak heritage during your reign. We hope that you will continue to carry on the heritage and traditions into the future. I'm going to revise what this says. Now Cecilia will give her see you later speech, because this isn't a farewell.
Can you all hear? Oh, yes, that's loud. You can hear me. We're fine. Closer. Hello, everybody. Is that good? Can you guys hear me in the back? Perfect. Okay. Where to begin? This has truly been an amazing experience. Our first year coming back full force post-pandemic, and it was beautiful to see the ways the communities of our state and around the nation came together to ensure that these festivals would not come to an end. It was humbling to be a part of it all. Even before my name was called as the 2021-2022 Miss Nebraska Czech-Slovak Queen, I knew I loved experiences. I loved people, I loved to travel, and I knew that all of this was the foundation to how I learned the best. Sure, I can go online and memorize facts or learn things from podcasts and books, and believe me, I did that too. But to really learn something, to immerse yourself in it, to know it inside and out, for me, that meant I needed to travel. I wanted to live in it, to experience the diversity of our heritage within the Midwest alone, to physically hold a hand while hearing a story, and to watch the light go on in someone's eyes as they have that "gotcha, I understand now" moment. I wanted to put all of myself into this reign, completely all in. And most of all, I knew that I didn't want to take any of this for granted. We all learned firsthand how quickly events, things, and people can be taken away from us. And I knew I could not allow myself the space to look back someday and say, I wish I would have done blank. So, this year, I am proud to say that I have attended 66 events in 9 states, traveling 17,166 miles. Some of these events were school visits, in which I had the chance to teach students about the importance of heritage, whatever their ancestry might be. Some of these were educationally based, like visiting the Midwest Genealogical Center in Independence, Missouri. Some were focused on the arts, like listening to the stunning performance of Kristina Kustkova at the National Czech-Slovak Museum in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And many of these events were multiple-day festivals in which communities rallied to create something beautiful. These festivals, they're more than good pivo and food, as hard as that might be to believe. They capture a culture of color, revealing the depth and the vibrancy of a resilient people. Through these festivals, we're able to catch a glimpse into another world, and more than that, we can partake in it. We can unite ourselves to it, and it becomes our world. I have been to attending these festivals since I was a little girl, and many of you watched me grow up. Being on this stage was a lifelong dream, so I must tell you that the thought of saying goodbye to the best year of my life was actively breaking my heart a bit. Finding the right words to say seemed impossible. How do you express gratitude for the best year of your life? How do you string together words in the perfect fashion that it can encompass all the connections you've made, the places you've traveled, the things you've learned, the priceless memories created? How can you describe gratitude for discovering portions of yourself? I wrestled with this for a moment before seeing my answer clear as day. I don't need to say much because you guys were by my side the entire way. You, the Czech community from both Nebraska and beyond, have experienced this year with me, hosting me, dancing with me, or even just liking and sharing our posts on social media. More than that, I don't need to say much because actions speak louder than words. And so here's my action. I don't plan to go away. Yes, I will get off the stage eventually, I promise. I will crown the next girl, and I will be incredibly proud of her. I will step back and give her space to make her reign her own, but I don't have to say goodbye because I don't plan to leave this work. Regardless of the outcome at nationals, I'm going to make the promise to you that I will continue to attend festivals. I will continue to learn and to teach, to inspire and to be inspired. I promise to continue traveling, searching for opportunities, and doing all that I can to unite this organization nationwide. Because this is more than a crown and a sash. It's who we are, and it's become my life. So with that, I want to leave you with a couple of thank yous because I couldn't have done this alone. To the chapter presidents, committees, and the Nebraska Czechs Incorporated, thank you for the work that you put into your festivals, for your organization and your efforts to pass on our heritage to the next generation. Nowhere else in the United States can you find a Czech-Slovak festival to the caliber and size as the ones that we have here in Nebraska, and that is an accomplishment. And a big portion of it, yes, that is worth a clap. A big portion of that accomplishment goes to our chapters and the work that you guys are doing down on ground level, finding girls and making that spark turn into a flame. So thank you for all of that, and thank you for humbling me with the greatest honor of my life. I hope that I've made you proud. To the consulates and honorary consulates I've met this year, thank you for your responses and your willingness to share. For the lunches, phone calls, and hundreds of emails I've shared with many of you. You'll never know how much I appreciate the time you've given me. To Cattle Bank and Trust, Chapters Books and Gifts, and Hackbart Chiropractic, all located in Seward, Nebraska. Thank you for your generous donations towards my travels this year. After covering the costs of my own travels for a year, gas, hotel, most of my meals, that was a very nice cushion and has allowed me to accept several more trips that I wouldn't have been able to go on, so thank you. To my employers and my undergraduate and graduate professors, thank you for your leniency and your support. Representing Nebraska Czechs this year was a full-time job, and doing so while taking 18 undergraduate credits working towards graduation, a master's class, and working 2 other jobs, it seemed impossible. You all worked with me, and you allowed me to attend class, work, and write papers from the road. You enabled me to live out multiple dreams, graduating on time and representing the state, and I can't thank you enough. To the queens, past and current, chapter, state, and national. To your families and to your pageant directors, you became family. You took me in as I gallivanted to your prospective states, and you showed me what made your state so special. From bouncing off Croye ideas and studying together, to hours of dancing, to even sneaking to Taco Bell every once in a while because we needed some menu variation, you became my partners in crime, my photo buddies, and some of my very best friends. I can't imagine this journey without you because you made the journey what it was. From Oklahoma and Texas all the way up to South Dakota and Wisconsin, you gave me homes and kept a piece of my heart with you. I hope that you feel the same love in your visit here to Nebraska. With that, a very specific thank you goes to Darren McLaughlin, Michaela Gang, and Lydia Rosno. You are all exquisite. You are vibrant, courageous women who changed my life by inviting me to walk beside you on the very same road that I'm standing on now. You're my cousins, you're my best friends, you're the closest things to sisters I've ever had, and I just love you a lot. To Steph and Deb, words cannot express my gratitude for your direction, for answering my millions of questions, or for even just calling me to calm me down. You've always been there for me and have led this pageant well. I know I speak for many queens when I say that we are thankful for what you have done for this pageant, and thank you is simply not enough. To the Nebraska Czechs of Prague, I think you're all generally in that spot right there. You gave me my first start. I was your princess in 2012, a committee member in 2018. I was a dancer since the Prague Czech Dancers started, and I've represented as your queen from 2019 to 2021. You showed me the beauty of a small town, and it was within that chapter that I fell in love with my heritage. Thank you for the years of experience, the advice, the opportunities, and the companionship that you offered. I will forever love that chapter deeply. And a special shout out to my royal court. Y'all are rock stars, and I hope you know how much I love you. To the Martinez family, thank you for letting me tell your son's story this year. Carrying him with me every time I wear this croix is surreal, and I miss him dearly. To my Czech family, the family I made for myself in my travels, Michael and Deborah, Gail and Todd, Brad, Lonnie, the Francels, the Zapatals, the Hales, Happy Players, Pardubička Musica, and so many more. I pray you know who you are. Thank you for being family, for watching out for me. It really meant the world. To the Nemitz and Minchow family, thank you for allowing me to tell our story and being my support 110%. Thanks for giving me away for a year and being patient when I never showed up to anything. Thank you for your help, love, and advice. Without you, I literally wouldn't be here. Specifically, a special thank you has to go to the Stagers for everything. From travels to Croy to proofreading my application 12 times over. You guys were the best coaches I could have asked for, and I'm thankful for your knowledge, your attention to detail, and most importantly, your personhood and love. First and foremost, you guys are family, and that was enough for me. That same thank you has to go to all of my aunts and uncles and to my grandparents as well. I wouldn't have been able to get through this year without you. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge my grandpa Adolf Nemitz. He passed away 10 years ago, but he kept this alive, this heritage alive in us through his example, his music, and his faith. He was the leader of the band, and he was the leader of our family. I miss him dearly. I wish he was here. And I'm so thankful for all that he's given me, and I hope that I've made him proud. Finally, to Mom and Dad, to my amazing 6 brothers, to Marie, to Ruby, and George. I cannot express what I feel for you, for the rock that you have been in my life. Dad, thanks for always making sure that my car runs, even though I've literally run it into the ground. And Mom, thanks for being my therapist. Our family has a very special dynamic. It is something unique, and I love it more than anything in the world. So thank you for being my everything. There are hundreds more of you who have supported me this year, and I hope that you know that even if I didn't name you, I see you and I appreciate you. As I continue to prepare for nationals in a little over a month, I would like to be so bold as to ask for your continued support and, more importantly, your prayers. I still have 11 events left, spanning over 7,000 miles before Wilbur, which is the first weekend of August. So goodness knows my little car and I are going to need all the prayers you can spare. You all, collectively, community, you changed my life, and I hope I've made you proud. As we look towards next year, I'm confident that we have a talented, smart, and beautiful and deserving young woman here to represent our state. So whichever one of you ladies it is, take a moment, breathe it in, document it all, and enjoy it, because I promise it's gonna be over far too quickly. And if you don't win, don't go away. Run again or join your chapter committee. Stay involved, because I promise we would be at a loss if any of you chose to walk away. Now, I'm sure I've gone way over time, and there's somebody that we need to crown. It's about time we meet her. So for the very last time, my name is Cecilia Marie Minchow, and I am your 2021-2022 Miss Nebraska Czech-Slovak Queen. Děkuji vám.